Recently there has been a lot of talk about GPU mining. So I have tried GPU mining in March 2021 and I'm gonna let you know how it went for me and is it still profitable in 2021. So we are basically going to go through some of the numbers I have here because I've kind of kept a journal while I was doing my GPU mining for a full month. The GPU I have been using is GeForce RTX 2070 Super and the rest of my build can be found somewhere in the description so you can see what I was working with for that month. So I'm gonna go through some of the numbers that I have and the results I've gotten in the last 4 weeks. So I started on the 9th of February. That was the first day when I started GPU mining and immediately my profitability, it varied from £3 to £6 a day. There were isolated instances where it rocketed to like £7-8, but this was literally maybe for just half an hour of a day. Most of the day it will always stay between the range of £3 to £6 a day. So this was the case for the first 2 weeks. So already by 20th of February I had £37, which is £37 in 11 days. Through the next 2 weeks, I believe, Bitcoin will go up and down in its price. To be honest, if it was to drop one day, 3 days later, it will go back to what it was. Even though it kept fluctuating, it will kind of always end up going back to how it was when I started the GPU mining on the 9th. So at least for the sake of this month that I'm reviewing here, the fluctuation between the price of the Bitcoin, it's not that relevant. But obviously for future reference, you should always kind of observe that and take that into your consideration when you are kind of trying to figure out is it worth to do this or not. But as it stands now, for me it wasn't a relevant factor. Now I'm looking at the entry I've done on the 26th of February. So this is 17 days in. And I had £47, which is not bad. So in 17 days, I was mining realistically maybe 2/3 of a day. That's also an important factor. So this entire sum is also kind of lower by its third because I'll use my PC or I'll do other things, so I will be mining. So for 2/3 of the day and in 70 days I've accumulated £47. So this is quite decent in my opinion. So as it stands now, 30 days later, I have accumulated £96, almost to 100 quid. It's really not bad. For a full month of me effectively doing nothing, it's £100, it's like little small savings. And if you think about the factor that Bitcoin will continue to rise, that's like the realistic way of looking at it for the future. I believe it's definitely worth it. Now when I think about it, I wasn't really paying that much of attention in the last 30 days and I have like 100 quid right now that I could deposit in my account, which is definitely something good. GPU mining definitely still seems to be a viable option to make profit. And a very important thing I want to mention here is you need to take into the account how much you pay for the electricity. So for example, I'm using NiceHash to do my GPU mining, and if you do the same, there are calculators that can help you kind of predict what's your profitability there if you input the amount of electricity, the price for your electricity per hour. So definitely do that because realistically, here in the UK, for that 100 quid that I've earned, most likely I've spent, so my calculation showed me that I spent at least 20-25 on electricity. So realistically my net profit is 75-80 quid in this month, which is something I'm still happy with. Do your math, look at how much you're gonna pay for electricity before you continue. If you just Google search NiceHash, that's the app that I'm using, profitability calculator, it should come up with a result that can do that for you. Also, last advice, make sure that every time before you turn your GPU program on, you undervolt your GPU using the software that is designed for your GPU. This will greatly help in the long term to preserve the lifespan of your graphics card. If you don't know how to do it, ask someone who does or just do your own research. It should be as simple as just putting it in YouTube as to how to undervolt your GPU. Literally not more than just a couple of clicks in your software for your GPU and it will go really a long way for preserving the lifespan your graphics card can have. But other than that, there's not much philosophy to it. Take those two advices with a good GPU and a program app that can do the GPU mining for you. It's still worth doing it. I would definitely recommend giving it a try. I believe I'm going to continue doing it and just see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, so have a look around the channel and I'll see you next time.